Hello there.
Hey, we're back. It's
That's
May
right.
2nd, a date that celebrates literature, beauty, war crimes, and royalty, which honestly is just a typical Tuesday in British history.
That's right. Well, welcome to May 2nd. It's a day where the Bible gets rebranded, Berlin gets captured again, and Apple reminds you that even dystopia can be sold in a sleek aluminum shell.
Yes.
But let's talk about
Mm.
birthdays first.
Yeah, those Apple products, they make great birthday presents, Dave. Oh yeah, you're Dave and I'm Lane, in case you didn't
That's
know.
right. And
Uh,
they also make great paperweights for when the upgrade comes along.
that's right. So on today's touring history birthday roll call, happy birthday to Catherine the Great.
Sorry.
Born in born in 1729, Empress of Russia, art collector, and quite possibly the most misunderstood horse enthusiast in European gossip history.
Well, I don't know about that, Wilbur. Also born today, David Beckham. Proof that if you look good enough, no one cares how many red cards you've racked up. Whoa,
That's right.
foul.
And Dwayne The Rock Johnson turns 53 today. He went from professional wrestling to global superstardom by playing the same role in every movie. Muscular man, emotional range of a granite countertop.
That's right.
Well, that's the birthdays. So let's go back to 1611, shall
Yeah.
we? Today in
Yeah.
1611, the King James Bible was published for the first time. It was commissioned by King James I, who apparently read the Bible and thought, this needs more pageantry and significantly weirder phrasing.
Yeah. It's the version of the Bible that sounds like it was translated by Shakespeare's stunt double during a migraine. I can't do this. Oh, I'm just gonna revert back to the old one.
But to this day, it remains the go-to version for anyone trying to sound holy or
That's
just
right.
win an argument on Facebook.
That's right. Well, the King James Bible says this. So, anyway, Good Housekeeping debuted in 1885 on this date, promising to help women manage their homes better, which is adorable considering in 1885, managing your home mostly meant not dying of typhoid in the laundry. Ooh,
The magazine later introduced the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval, which sounds impressive until you realize it's just a fancy way of saying, we didn't die using this toaster.
that's right. And we used it for 400 times making toast for the office before we actually gave it that approval.
Yeah, speaking of toaster ovens, let's talk about Hitler.
Oh, too
In,
soon?
ni- in 1933, Adolf Hitler banned all trade unions in Germany because apparently even fascism has room for, sorry, you're not allowed to collectively bargain anymore.
In fact, you're not allowed to do anything anymore without my say-so. And
That's
this is
right.
why labor rights are important, because the second someone says, oh, you don't need a union, you know that you do. And what they really mean is, we're about to do something deeply illegal, and we don't want you talking about it. So don't sign that card saying you want one, okay?
Yeah,
And by the
good
way,
times.
1945, back to Berlin, Soviet troops captured it, ending the European theater of World War II and beginning a Cold War that would last decades. And some, in certain countries, want it to continue.
Why not? Who doesn't love a good Cold War?
Yes.
And the symbolism here is astounding because if ever there was a city that deserved to be invaded by history itself, it's Berlin.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, let's go back there and do it again. It's only been 20 years. A city that rebuilt itself so many times, it now has a monument for every bad decision since 1871. Thank you, Kaiser Bill.
Moving on to more recent times, 2011, on
Oh.
this day, Prince
Hmm.
William married Kate Middleton in a televised
Oh.
wedding that was watched by 2 billion people. Didn't we already have this topic? I
Yes.
feel like a deja vu. Did they get married more than
They
once?
must have gotten married a couple of days.
Or AI is telling us wrong dates. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. So watched by 2 billion people and remembered primarily for that, for a hat that looked like a cinnamon roll doing the Macarena.
Oh, I think that was Fergie's kid that had that thing on her head.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
honestly, it's the only time a British public ceremony made Americans say, wow, that's classy with a K.
They're still married, which in royal years is basically a platinum anniversary.
Yes, I wonder what it is in dog years if you're a royal. Here we are in 1983. On this date, Apple released the teaser for its 1984 ad. You remember that one, Lane? An
I,
Orwellian-inspired spot meant to position Macintosh as a revolution against conformity. Huh.
yes, which is deeply ironic considering today Apple is the exact kind of monolithic overlord the ad warned us about.
Boy, they got that right. Huh. They even have control over presidents and tariffs. It's like if Greenpeace launched a new oil tanker and named it the Echo Crusher.
In 2003, on this day,
The Whale
Dove,
Killer.
the Planet Wiper. Um, 2003, Dove launched its Real Beauty campaign, encouraging
No.
women to embrace natural beauty and ignore unrealistic standards.
Yes, it was a radical act of brand-driven feminism. Sponsored by a company that also sells cellulite cream. So we got it covered, babes.
That's right. So, yes, empowerment, but make it revenue generating.
That's right. Oh, how
But,
about a word from our sponsor, Lane?
yeah, speaking of revenue generating, time for an ad break, and we're happy to have Rise Donuts back once again. If history is starting to feel overwhelming, there's only one solution: donuts.
Donuts.
This episode is brought to you by Rise Donuts in Wilton, Connecticut.
That's right, Lane. It's small batched, handmade, and more satisfying than watching Goebbels resign.
They rotate flavors, they sell out early, and they're so good they once made a man cry in a Subaru.
I saw him. It was kind of sad. Follow at Rise Donuts because when everything feels broken, hey, Glaze fixes it. It's not just for your window panes anymore.
That's right. Back to the
Back
show.
to Britain, 1997, Tony Blair was elected Prime Minister in a landslide victory.
And it all started so well until, of
Yes,
course, he decided, yes, George W. Bush seems like a smart foreign policy partner.
yes, and unlike the United States, Lane, in England, if they want you out, they do it in a day. They don't wait till November.
That's called a snap election, isn't it?
It is. In 2014, on this day, Donald Sterling, owner of the LA Clippers, was banned for life from the NBA after recordings surfaced of deeply racist comments. I wonder what those were like.
It was shocking. Not the racism, because let's be honest, they had receipts, but the fact that
Right.
the NBA finally said, yeah, we're done here.
Yeah, after piling on a lot of them, too. And that was the last time a billionaire faced meaningful consequences. Ever.
Oh, man. So true. 1998, the European Central Bank was founded. Its
Oh,
job? Keep the euro stable. Its vibe? We do math, but in a very nervous way.
they sure do. Imagine if your accountant also controlled 27 nations' economies. Huh, I don't want that job. Now imagine them trying to explain inflation in 18 languages. Wow.
Yeah. Good
Oh,
times.
here's an interesting one. 1952. The world's first, 1952 on this one, folks. The world's first commercial jet flight took off from London to Johannesburg, South Africa.
Wow. Yeah. It was sleek, it was fast, and it was
Obviously.
less terrifying than flying Spirit in 2025.
Oh, what's that outside my window smoking? Well, spoiler alert, the jet that they designed, the English jet that they designed in
Yeah.
1949 didn't do so well.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it had structural problems and kept crashing. So they got rid of it in 1954. It was called the de Havilland Comet, and it went off with a bang.
Wow. Fun times.
Yeah.
Let's see what's next. 2008, Cyclone Nargis hits Myanmar. Is it Myanmar? Myanmar.
Hey, you say potato, I say potato. Okay.
And it killed over 130,000 people. It remains one of the deadliest natural disasters of the 21st century.
Yeah, I think it wiped that country off the map. And the Myanmar government's response? Almost criminally, almost criminally negligent. Because apparently, ignoring thousands of dying citizens is a leadership strategy now. Oh, nothing happened. No, 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 we don't need your help. Bye.
So that was May 2nd, a day of queens and coups, Bibles and banner ads, cereal like leadership, and actual cereal. What?
Well, I don't remember any cereal in there. Do you?
No. What is going on here?
I think
Who
something's
wrote
gone
this
wrong with our
garbage?
writers. I think they
Send
may
it
be
back.
imbibing something. Did they take that jet to Johannesburg?
I
Listen,
don't know.
I
I
don't know,
think
but we're going to have to go back to the well on this one. Sorry,
we're gonna have
folks.
to flog him in the writers' room. What's going on
Since we're
here?
new at this, fact checking is also something new. We'll be back tomorrow with more history, some of it the same. We'll probably have another royal wedding and fewer billionaires.
Until then, stay informed, but unlike us.
Yeah, and of course, stay suspicious because not everything we tell you is the truth of inspirational ad campaigns for
That's
donuts.
right.
Yes,
And stay historical,
that's right.
not hysterical.
Well, you can be both if you want. Thanks, folks. See you tomorrow.
Woo!